want to do. Let me make a statement, and then we'll take your questions. As I have said before, and I firmly believe, and my administration is always represented, women have a right to come forward and be heard, and I encourage that fully. But I also want to be clear. There is still a question of the truth. I did not do what has been alleged, period. I won't speculate about people's possible motives, but I can tell you as a former Attorney General who's gone through this situation many times, there are often many motivations for making an allegation. And that is why you need to know the facts before you make a decision. There are now 2 reviews underway. No one wants them to happen more quickly and more thoroughly than I do. Let them do it. I'm not going to argue this issue in the press. That is not how it is done. That is not the way it should be done. Serious allegations should be weighed seriously, right? That's why they are called serious. As I've told New Yorkers many times, there are facts and then there are opinions. And I've always separated the 2. When I do briefings, I put out the facts and then I offer my opinions. But they are 2 different concepts. Politicians who don't know a single fact, but yet form a conclusion and an opinion are, in my opinion, reckless and dangerous. The people of New York should not have confidence in a politician who takes a position without knowing any facts or substance. That, my friends, is politics at its worst. Politicians take positions for all sorts of reasons, including political expediency and bowing to pressure. But people know the difference between playing politics, bowing to cancel culture, and the truth. People know the difference between playing politics, bowing to cancel culture, and the truth. Let the review proceed. I'm not going to resign. I was not elected by the politicians. I was elected by the people. Part of this is that I am not part of the political club. And you know what? I'm proud of it. This is all that I'm going to say on this topic at this time. I made a promise to the people of the state. I have a job to do. I've been doing it for 11 years. This is probably the most critical time in the state's history. Everything that I have learned in the federal government, as Attorney General, as Governor, I am bringing to the table at this moment. We have a budget due in 2 weeks for a state that is in fiscal crisis. It will be the most difficult budget we have done. We have to perform 15 million vaccinations, and we have to be ready on May 1 for eligibility for the entire state. Never been done before. And then we have to rebuild our state from the bottom up because we have serious issues all across the state, especially in New York City. That is my job. That's why I was elected. That's what I am supposed to do, and that is exactly what I'm going to focus on. For the people of the state, look, they have known me for 40 years. They elected me Attorney General. They elected me Governor 3 times. I have been in the public eye my entire life. My entire life, I have been under public scrutiny since I was 23 years old and ran my father's campaign. New Yorkers know me. Wait for the facts. Wait for the facts. Then you can have an opinion. I am confident that when New Yorkers know the facts from the review, I am confident in the decision based on the facts. But wait for the facts. An opinion without facts is irresponsible. I'm going to focus on my job because we have real challenges, and people who say avoid distractions, I'm going to avoid distractions, and I'm going to focus on my job. I have to get a budget done. I have to get vaccinations done. I have to rebuild the state, and I'm going to cooperate and wait for the reviews so we actually have the facts, and then we can have an intelligent conversation. Questions, operator?
Yes, sir. As a reminder, to ask a question, you will need to press star 1 on your telephone. To withdraw a question, press the pound key. Your first question is from Andrew Schiff of WNBC-TV. Your line is open.
Governor, good afternoon. I have 2 questions for you. The first question is, you say that an opinion without facts is irresponsible. Some of the lawmakers who called for your resignation today include Congressman Jerry Nadler, Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney, Congresswoman Grace Meng. Are you saying that those elected officials are irresponsible? And my second question is, you have said repeatedly that you never touched anyone inappropriately. Is there a misunderstanding where there, in your mind, was consensual touching taking place in one or more allegations?
Yeah, let's do 2 things. Look, I respect any elected official's right to take a position on anything. But as I said, my way is know the facts before you have an opinion. Oh, this is a serious allegation. Well, then you should take it seriously, right? And to take it seriously means you need the facts before you come to a conclusion. How do you come to a conclusion before you know the facts? Well, this person alleged this. I was Attorney General, Andrew. A lot of people allege a lot of things for a lot of reasons. You never heard me, as Attorney General, go out and talk about an allegation until we were confident that there was a basis and we had reviewed the facts. Any politician can take any position on any given day. That's their right. Do I think it is responsible to take a position on a serious allegation before you know any facts? No, I don't think it's responsible. On your point, on your second point, look, it's very simple. I never harassed anyone. I never abused anyone. I never assaulted anyone. And I never would, right? Now, is it possible that I have taken a picture with a person who, after the fact, says they were uncomfortable with the pose in the picture? Yes. And that's what you're hearing about. Now, I have taken thousands of pictures. I never meant to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I never meant to make anyone feel awkward. There are times when I go to take a picture with a person and I can feel that they're standoffish or something, and I respect that. I never took a picture with a person who said, I'm uncomfortable, and then did it anyway. But yes, I apologized for people who I have taken pictures with and who after the fact said they were uncomfortable with that picture. Next question, operator.
Yes, sir. Your next question is from Morgan McKay of Spectrum News. Your line is open.
Hello, Governor.
Morgan,
Can
your
you
line
hear
is
me?
open.
Yes, I can,
Hello.
Morgan.
Thank you. So, Governor, at this point, many Democratic lawmakers, those in your party, have lost faith in your ability to lead. At what point would you step down? If an impeachment investigation were to begin, would you resign? Also, what is your current opinion on the launch of the impeachment investigation by the Assembly Judiciary Committee? And then third question for you, why did your administration edit a health report regarding nursing home statistics after it had been submitted by health officials? Why did your administration feel like it knew more than these health officials? Thank you.
Okay. First, Morgan, my point is, let's get the review, and then let's get the facts, and then New Yorkers can make a decision once they have facts. You don't have facts now. You have allegations. Well, why don't I debate it in the press? No, that's not the way things are done. So I think the Assembly and the Attorney General, that's the right way to do it. Do a review, get the facts, tell the facts to the people of the state, and then we take it from there. On the review, I'll ask Beth to respond, but you should know it is commonplace where an agency works on a report with the chamber. That is the common operating procedure. It's not that an agency just does a report and puts it out and then we read about it in the press. Because there are a lot of, in the chamber, you have a variety of expertise. So that happens, that is the normal operating protocol. But let me ask Beth about the health department.
Yes, Morgan, we can send you our prior comments on this matter. The report was done in collaboration with the Department of Health, and so we can refer you back to those comments.
Next question, operator.
Yes, sir. And the next question is from David Evans of ABC Channel 7. Your line is open.
Hey, Governor, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, Dave.
Hey, Governor, I wanted to ask along the same line of question that Andrew asked just a second ago, and forgive me here for being a little blunt, but I think the question that a lot of us have is, was there some kind of a consensual romantic relationship with any of these women that you understood?
Yeah, look.
I'm not talking...
Statement. Go ahead. Dave, my statement could not be clearer, I think. I never harassed anyone. I never assaulted anyone. I never abused anyone. To the extent you get these people who say, well, he took a picture with me and I was uncomfortable, I apologized for that. And I'm sure, look, I took thousands of pictures. I'm sure you can do this all day long. When we take these pictures, we take them in public, Dave. There's a photographer there. It's not like they're done in secret. They literally are being photographed. I mean, I am in crowds of hundreds of people when we're taking these pictures. They stand on receiving lines for a long time to take the picture. But what is being alleged simply did not happen. And that's why you have to wait to get the facts. I'm not going to do it in the press. It's not the way it should be done. It doesn't respect anybody's rights. Next question, operator.
Your next question is from Juliet Papa of 1010 Wins Radio. Your line is open.
Good afternoon, Governor. I was wondering how you think you can effectively lead amidst the allegations and the calls for your resignation and these growing investigations.
Juliet, I have to get a budget done with the legislature in 2 weeks. They are doing an investigation, and that's fine, and we'll cooperate with the investigation. In the meantime, we're going to negotiate a budget. In the meantime, I have to do millions of vaccines. And this is not the first time that we've had to walk and chew gum here, right? We had to fight COVID for a year, and we had to keep the state running. I've even gone through situations in my administration where we had terrible emergencies and floods and disasters, and we had to take care of that. And we had to do everything else at the same time. I had to fight Donald Trump for 4 years every day and run the state. I've had investigations before in the state that went on for years by federal prosecutors and continued to operate the state. So, you know, the Assembly has their job to do. They handed it off to a committee. They're doing that job. Fine. We now have 2 weeks to do the budget. I have to do the vaccines. And this is how government works. You handle multiple issues at the same time. And I don't think there's a person in a better position to help the state get through this period than the experience that I bring to it. This is not going to be an easy budget to do. I'm telling you that right now. This is not going to be easy to get these vaccinations done. I'm telling you right now. So I think I can be of tremendous help, and I'm focused on my job. The Assembly is focused on their job, and the Senate is focused on their job. So I'm confident that if everybody does their job, we'll do the best we can. Now, the budget is hard. The budget is hard to get done on time every year, right? And this is probably the hardest budget that we've ever done. This is also probably the most polarized political climate that we have. You have very different theories within the Democratic Party right now. You've seen it at play nationally. You've seen it at play here. That is one of the factors that is going on, right? No situation happens in a vacuum. This is a political environment that we are operating on. And politics is part of all of this. But I just will focus on my job. In the meantime, I want to make it clear that what is being alleged just did not happen. The last allegation is not true. And I have not had a sexual relationship that was inappropriate, period. Okay. Thank you all very much. Thank you.